it seemed like it got away from you quick, but you reeled them back in. Javon had an unbelievable first half, 31-30 at the half. What did you see in that second half?
Well, in the second half, I think it started with our turnovers. So you have 15 turnovers in the second half, and they take a lot of pride in getting turnovers and being tougher. And I feel like they were the tougher team, to be quite honest with you, for most of the game. And that was really tough when we had Tay went down, and then Gabe got in foul trouble. And then I think in the second half, they just wore on us physically, and we just did a poor job of handling their pressure.
You saw that even in the first half when you guys were challenging him and Javon got you. But was it the 50-50 balls? Was it getting up and down the court? Where'd you see it?
It's a combination of both. I mean, Javon did a great job of kind of bailing us out, for making some tough shots and playing on penetration. And so after that happened in the second half, we were trying to find ways to get other guys involved, and it just didn't quite happen. They did a great job of staying in our basically in our face, and trying to deny our catches, making it really, really tough for our guards to get any type of room. And I got to do a better job as a coach to try to put them in better position.
Coach, when you're watching it happen, I mean, obviously the way the game was officiated, they allowed some of that physicality to happen, and it didn't really change. How difficult is it to try to change that and up that to meet that physicality? Almost like a different way of playing.
Well, I mean, you got to respond. I mean, you respond to it. It's like when somebody kind of in your neighborhood or something comes up and punches you in the face. You either take it or you got to fight. And we took it a little bit tonight. This is a learning lesson for all of us, including myself. It's a difficult situation, to come in this environment. They won a lot of games. They play a style that's very, very difficult to play against. And I got to do a better job as the coach here with Coach Drew out of preparing those guys. It was my scout, and so. But at the same time, it's a learning lesson. We got a lot more games left. When you're one of the better teams in the conference, our guys got to learn. They're going to prepare for you each and every night, and you're going to get everybody's best.
What were you guys up against today, and how did you adjust to Coach Drew being out today and reassess everybody's lanes and roles for how you would do a game day?
Well, Coach did a great job of trying to help us identify, even before all this occurred, what our goals and responsibilities as a staff. And so it was no different. The difference was he's not here, which was a huge difference. But at the same time, this is the era we live in right now, where adaptability is very, very important, and being a coach is about being adapting to every situation. And so it was a difficult situation, and we're going to continue to go with it. We got to get Coach healthy and get ourselves healthy as well as we go down to Huntsville and play on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach, we talked about it at the beginning of the year. That trip for teams coming out and playing GCU, New Mexico State back-to-back might be the toughest trip. This has got to be 1B. I mean, you got to come play Stephen F. Austin and Sam Houston back-to-back. New Mexico State, they dropped their game 71-46 down there, too. This is a really tough road trip. This conference has gotten a lot deeper.
Yeah, the conference is so much better. We brought in some of the better teams from the Southland Conference into the WAC now. And so any conference that you're in, it's always tough. Teams, the scouting gets better. The coaches understand and know each other's system as you begin to play. It was our first time playing against that type of system a little bit, and we're going to have to adjust for the next time we hopefully get the chance to play those guys. But the conference is so much better. Any league you play in, games on the road at the college level are so difficult. I don't care who you play or where at. When you're off the road, and it was a good lesson for us for not having the havocs and so forth to bring our own energy and bring our own toughness, and we got to do that on Saturday.
If you knew your star player, Javon Blackshear, was going to have a career-high scoring half, and you were going to shut down their best player, Kensmill, to what you did against him, I imagine you would have thought you were in pretty good shape in the game, but what got away from you outside of Kensmill?
I think turnovers. And then, Giselle got open for some threes. That was something we really trying to emphasize. He got open, especially in transition. He got some open looks, and he got it going. And, it was a one-point game and a half. As you go in there, you're feeling pretty good considering all the things that happened. And then we just couldn't get it going offensively, and it's a credit to those guys. They did a great job of taking away some of the stuff that we've done in the past, and we tried to do some things different. We just didn't quite respond. When you don't put the ball on the rim and get yourself an opportunity to shoot the ball or offense or rebound, 15 turnovers, it's hard to win any game.
Coach, what's the message to the guys, and what do you do in the next couple of days? You got to drive down to Huntsville. You get in there tonight. You got some time. What is the message? Is this one of those you go back and watch through all the film and point everything out? Do you say, okay, let's just put it in our rearview mirror and move forward? How do you approach it?
We got to learn. I think we don't shy away from learning situations. We don't try to we address the elephant in the room here. We're going to talk about some things we can do better, make an adjustment, and then we got to prepare for a Sam Houston State game. They're a good team. Obviously, they just beat New Mexico State tonight. we got to kind of move to learn but move. Learn but move. We can't dwell in the past. This game's over with. For us to look in the rearview mirror would be foolish on our part as a staff and as the players. So we got to look forward and really look excited. It's not like football where we got to wait a week to play college football game and get that bad taste out of our mouth. We have less than 40 hours. We have 40 hours to get that opportunity, and we should feel very thankful and blessed for that.
Yeah, one of the good things, if you could play, you'd probably play again right now if you could. You're ready to get going, and in 48 hours, get another chance down in Huntsville. Thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it. We'll see you in Huntsville.
Thank you. Go Lopes.
That's the assistant coach, Jamall Walker.